So Hare Krishna, who is good in writing? Please take and in the world. Maybe we can open the book Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 7. It must be it's around 129. I will just look. Are you aha, no problem, no problem. Please give me. 729. It is around there. Oh, it's very, very small. But you can't see it. That's a... Just one moment, I'm just finding text. Yeah. It's here. 143. It's so small, it's really a problem. Maybe you can, Damayanti, after this, you could give me a normal book, because here you need, it's just too small, you see? Yeah. Maybe you can go to Damara Priya or somewhere from here and get me the same verse in the book, because I will be reading from many texts, different texts from this part of the chapter. Damodar Priya, you are there? Oh, good. Oh, ich kann es sehen. Damodar Priya, ich bräuchte diesen Teil des Chaitanya Charitamritas, aber nicht in diesem Volume, weil es so unsagbar klein geschrieben ist. Aber ich kann es auch rüberlegen. Also du müsstest diesen Madhya Lila Chapter 7. Und zwar die 120 herum. Ja. So, Hare Krishna, first of all, welcome everybody here. I heard from Gaurahari that already so many of you have come, and then I broke my decision to stay for to make a little pause, and decided to give a class today on something which is very, very important. See, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went through South India, actually a miracle took place of transformation, or you could say in religious terms, conversation. People who met Gauranga Mahaprabhu were empowered, they started to laugh and to sing and to dance, and they were very, very much influenced by their first meeting with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But after their initial enthusiasm, they had to be maintained in Krishna consciousness. And because Mahaprabhu went to another place, and he had to give them something which would sustain their ecstatic experience or their ecstatic awakening. And I believe this is very much relevant to our situation. we also had something like a spiritual awakening, a Krishna conscious awakening in the beginning. So much so that most of you were much more ecstatic than you are now. I know you in this phase. You were much more alive by this initial experience than you are now. That's normal when we first make a deep Krishna conscious experience. It is so new to us, and it is so absolutely transformative. But after this, thank you so much. After this, it's very important that we find out how we can maintain and sustain our initial response to Krishna consciousness. Many times I can see this. We are so ecstatic as young devotees, but then we may not understand how we can maintain and even increase this Krishna conscious experience. Lord Chaitanya had the same. He had to challenge this phase. He knew they would only see me once in their lifetime, most probably. So what do I tell them? What do I give to them so that they can remain in Krishna consciousness? And I have done some wonderful research on this subject matter, and have come up with a wonderful answer by Lord Chaitanya's mercy. So my lecture will be called Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Process and is our process. So let me start, but I first need to see. There is also our internet audience. Is it already working? Not yet. Then I will address them later. So let us now first sing Jai Radha Madhava. Just see if everything is in place. Damodar Priya, if you could be so kind, I will also quote a verse from the Bhagavatam. And I would so much like if you bring me Sharadashini. Do you have that, I suppose? Wait. 10th canto, chapter 81, text 16. Yeah, you have it. Hare Krishna Tibaka. Let us play together for the Lord. Jaya Jaya Radha Madhava Punya Viha
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om 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 Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vaham Daridra Papiya.
Vaham Daridra Papiya.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Sva Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Vaham daridra papiya.
Vaham daridra papiya.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Someone else, please. Vaham daridra papiya.
Vaham daridra papiya.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha. Babubhyam parirambita.
Vaham daridra papiya.
Vaham daridra papiya.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Krishna Shriniketanaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Brahma Bandhu iti smaha.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Babubhyam parirambita.
Yes. Mataji's, please. It's difficult to see that the chalk is not so clear. Kwa Who Aham I Daridraha Poor Papiyan Sinful Kwa Who Krishna the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Shriniketanaha
Shriniketanaha.
the transcendental form of all opulences.
The transcendental form of all opulences.
Brahmabandhu
Brahmabandhu.
the friend of a Brahmana, not fit even to be called a Brahmana.
The friend of a Brahmana, not fit to be called a Brahmana.
Iti thus Sma certainly Aham I Bahubhyam by the arms Parirambita embraced. Translation. This is a verse spoken by Sudama Brahmana, the school friend of Krishna. You remember they went together to Krishna in Avanti, a town in central India, and later they parted ways. Krishna went to Dwarka and Sudama Vipra went to a place which is called now something like Sudamapur or so. It's a town in Gujarat, and he was very poor actually. So when it just became so intolerable, they had his wife had no money to buy even the most basic sabjis, she reminded Sudama that he had this classmate, this old friend from the school, from the Gurukul, Lord Krishna, and that he should go and ask him for some financial support. And Sudama Vipra didn't want to do that, but when his wife again and again requested him, he finally went his way because he thought, I will just see my friend. I will not ask him for financial support. I don't require anything. Let me just go and take this as an opportunity to see Sudama, and when he went to see Lord Krishna, when he actually met Krishna after such a long time in Dwaraka, Krishna embraced him to his chest. Normally only Lakshmi Devi is embraced by the Lord, but here Krishna just took his arms and Bahubihi, his two arms, and just pressed his friend to his chest, and both of them cried tears of happiness. And then Sudama, after this, while Sudama was in the arms of the Lord, he was so much in bliss and expressed his mind in this verse. He said, who am I? I'm just a sinful, poor friend of a Brahmana, a Brahman Bandhu. I'm not really a Brahmana. I'm very unqualified. But then, who is Krishna? He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of six opulences. Nonetheless, although there's such a difference between us, I'm nothing, a non-entity, and he is everything. Nonetheless, he has embraced me with his two arms. He was thinking about this. Although I'm so fallen, and although I'm so useless, Krishna has not considered my disqualification, but instead he just ran towards me and he embraced me to his chest, like you would do with your best friend. So this was the mood of Sudama Brahman, and it is interesting that this verse was quoted by one devotee of South India when the same thing happened to him. He was in such a situation that no one would look at him. No one wanted to be close to him. No human being. In fact, people were afraid to come close to him. But nevertheless, and he smelled very bad. But nevertheless, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and embraced this devotee with his two arms. And when this happened,